Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna give you a plan how to increase your vocabulary. I've been teaching English for more than 5 years in Yemen, Nepal and India, and I've tried this method with so many students and it worked like magic. First of all, let me tell you this. I conducted a survey. I asked more than 100 students about the best method they use to increase or improve their vocabulary. To my surprise, most of them do not actually know how to improve their vocabulary. What they do is they stick vocabulary on the walls. They just have a long list of vocabulary. It's like a mini dictionary. And these are not the most effective ways of improving your vocabulary. Let me tell you why. Because these words are individual words. These are out of context. See, if you memorize these words the next day or in a week at best, you will never be able to use them in your speaking or writing. So this is not the best way to memorize your vocabulary or to improve your vocabulary. You need to get rid of all these bad methods. These are bad habits. These will affect you. You will be wasting your time and you will not improve your vocabulary. You may memorize a few words, but in the long run that will never help you. Today I'm gonna give you a simple plan. It's not one plan. I'm gonna give you a series of methods. Today is one method, the next video is another method. So you need to follow these methods religiously and systematically, and I can guarantee that your vocabulary will really increase dramatically. So let's talk about the first effective method. The first thing, you need to read and read and read. You need to read extensively. So the reason you need to read extensively, because research has shown that if you come across a word at least 7 times, so there will be a big chance that those words that you have come across at least 7 times will not be drifting away from your memory easily. So they will be in the long-term memory. You will remember that word that you come across at least 7 times for a long time. This is a great idea. So if you read extensively, you will come across these words many times and you will memorize these words eventually, incidentally. So the first thing is to read extensively, but what kind of reading should I do? So you have to keep in mind 2 things when you read. The first thing is you need to select a text that is slightly above your level. If you are a beginner, you select something for beginners. Do not go and find a text that is too difficult. This idea is suggested by our great expert in language acquisition, Stephen Krashen. He suggested that a student who needs to learn something, they need to pick or select something that is slightly above their level. He calls it I+1. So when you find a text that suits your level, and research says you need to understand at least 99%. So this is number 1. Find a text that is easy, that is slightly above your level. A story that you may find 5 or 6 words at best. The second thing that you should keep in mind when you read, you need to select a text that is interesting to you. Interesting, like for example, if you love cooking, you just find a text about cooking. If you love stories, read stories. If you love magazines, something about fashion, read about what you love. This is very important, because if you read something that is boring, you would easily get bored, demotivated, and leave everything, and you will never read more for more than 5 minutes. So this is today's plan. You will start reading. I am going to give you a lot of materials in the comment box. I'm going to give you some stories for beginners, stories for intermediate. I'm going to give you stories and news for advanced. So these materials, if you are a student, if you are learning English, you can make use of those links and start reading. These are the best. You can see all the stories here in this website, and you can see in this website you can find a lot of news for all levels. Level 1, 2, 3. If you find level 1 too easy, then you go for level 2. This is a perfect way for you to learn. And if you are a teacher, you can use these materials for your students. So now you need to read, but when you read, make it more systematic. Let me give you a plan. You draw a table. This table will help you track your progress. Make it systematic like this. This is a table. So in the first column, you need to write what you are reading. Is it a magazine? Is it what kind of topic it is? So you need to mention that. So the second column, you need to mention the time. How much are you reading? How much have you read? Like, is it an hour? Is it like you mention the time? And then the third column, you mention how much reading you have done. Is it 1 page, 2 pages? How many pages that you have covered? And the last column, you can write your note. How was the text? Was it easy? Was it difficult? The new vocabulary that you have listed or found out. So you can start with this first plan, and in the next video I'm gonna give you a second method that you can use to improve your vocabulary. But start with this. If you start and make it into a habit, I can guarantee that in 1 month you will notice tremendous progress in your vocabulary. If you like this video, you can share it with your friends so that everybody can learn and get benefits. Thank you so much for watching, and see you with the next second plan, second method in the next video.